From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home. Good evening. The coronavirus is the biggest threat this country has faced for decades, and this country is not alone. All over the world, we're seeing the devastating impact of this invisible killer. And so tonight, I want to update you on the latest steps we're taking to fight the disease and what you can do to help. And I want to begin by reminding you why the UK has been taking the approach that we have. Without a huge national effort to halt the growth of this virus, there will come a moment when no health service in the world could possibly cope, because there won't be enough ventilators, enough intensive care beds, enough doctors and nurses.
Let me stress that every single death from this virus is a tragedy, and my thoughts are very much with the families and friends of all those who have lost their lives. We know that one of the most difficult parts of having a friend or family member die from COVID-19 is that the very nature of this virus means that family cannot be there at the time of death. And as we have talked about previously, only limited numbers of family or friends are able to attend funerals right now. So it is a particularly cruel virus in that respect.
So it's vital to slow the spread of the disease, because that is the way we reduce the number of people needing hospital treatment at any one time, so we can protect the NHS's ability to cope and save more lives. And that's why we've been asking people to stay at home during this pandemic.
To older people, we're asking you to stay away from your grandkids, from the people you love.
You're not allowed yet because
that's
that
hard,
nasty bug.
but it is for your protection, so you can stay around to see them grow up. To children, I know this is a strange time. You're away from school and won't be able to spend as much time with friends. The adults around you are probably feeling a bit anxious too. So help them, follow their advice, study and do your homework. But don't forget to have fun and wash your hands.
I have really good news. Today, our nation has achieved a medical miracle. We have delivered a safe and effective vaccine in just 9 months. This is one of the greatest scientific accomplishments in history. It will save millions of lives and soon end the pandemic once and for all.
Just simple words there, reacting it. You're quite emotional by that.
Well, it's just, it's been such a tough year for so many people, and there's William Shakespeare putting it so simply for everybody that, we can get on with our lives.
If you choosing without good reason not to be vaccinated is deeply irresponsible. Getting vaccinated, on the other hand, is a civic duty, and it is the most precious gift we can give to others at this time.
What I'd say is that this Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine is safe, and that we should listen to the regulators And the British regulator, world-class regulator, the MHRA, the World Health Organization, and the European Medicines Agency have all looked at the data. Now that over 11 million people have been vaccinated with the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, we can see in the real world its impact. And we can see that it is not only safe, but saving lives, so it helps make you safe by taking it.
But I also want to say to the anti-vax campaigners, the people who are putting this mumbo-jumbo on social media, they are completely wrong. And you've got people out there spouting complete nonsense about vaccination. They are totally wrong.
It's also a cry for help from me, because I've been in my bed for 3 months and I'm struggling so bad, and this is so tough for me to do. Every day is a struggle, and I'm talking about the simplest of things. I can't even do the simplest of tasks. This is me lying down, okay? And now I'm just going to stand slowly. Now I'm starting to get dizzy and breathless.
I remember one time grabbing onto the side door and saying, I'm going to die. I couldn't even get to the toilet. He was so frightened. His body was shaking, it was jerking. It was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous.
It's all in my life.
Last one.
Now John's managed to achieve that despite where he is. Wait till he gets even better.
Lying in bed, I was getting cared by my mother and everything. And someone messaged me on Instagram and they said, don't know if you're a spiritual person, John, or whatever, but my advice is you better turn to God or someone up there and you better pray. And I swear, I prayed like nobody else, and I said, I promise you right here, right now, if you can get me better, if you can get my heart rate back to normal, I make you this promise right here, right now. I will make as much noise about this as possible, and I'll try and help as many people as I possibly can, John. Which is what you're doing.
What he was more broadly insinuating, let me be unequivocal from this dispatch box, that COVID vaccines are safe, Mr. Speaker.
Let's have our next question, please.
Hi, Rishi Sunak.
Why do you do this thing? And it goes fucking wrong! We have no help at all!
People are scared though. Your platform gets took away, you get deplatformed, you can't speak out against the massive flag because there's too much money involved.
I was screaming for help, mate. I was fucking screaming. You want to take control of me? You're messing with the enemy, said it's true. It's another trick.
You're all right, Hancock. I hope you hear me. I hope you hear this class region say, fuck you, mate. The power stands here with the people today. God bless every one of you. I don't understand what's going on in the mainstream media. People like you in the mainstream media are doing more damage than good by not speaking about the truth. Call me misinformation! Call me medical misinformation! Why are the people who are in charge, who told us all to do the right thing, have left us all to rot? Rishi Sunak, look me in the eye.
Everybody who's doing this, man, just keep going, keep doing what they're doing. Obviously, you know, John, I've tried to do as much as I can to raise awareness on this matter. It doesn't matter how many times, you know, they want to shut me down on TikTok and YouTube. I'll just keep going. People might say, you know, this guy seems to be everywhere. It's because I want to be everywhere now, John, because I said I would bring the noise, and this is what I'm doing.